You look in the mirror and think it's all gone. Weeks without training, maybe months. Your arms feel smaller, your chest softer, your strength not the same, and you start asking yourself, was everything for nothing? Here's the truth. You haven't lost your progress. You've only hit pause. Your muscles remember every rep, every lift, every moment of effort. This is the real story of muscle memory, and how fast your body can rebuild what you think is gone forever. When you stop training, the visible changes happen fast. Your muscles deflate slightly, you feel weaker, and that tight, full look disappears. That's enough to discourage almost anyone. But inside your body, something far more powerful is happening. Something no mirror can show. Each of your muscle fibers contains multiple tiny control centers called myonuclei. These nuclei store the blueprint for muscle growth. Every time you lift, they multiply, helping your muscles synthesize more protein and grow stronger. And when you stop training, the muscle fibers may shrink. But the myonuclei don't vanish. They stay right where they are, like loyal workers waiting for the factory to reopen. So when you come back to training, you're not starting over. You're reactivating a system that already knows exactly what to do. That's the power of muscle memory. Scientists once believed that muscle tissue, once lost, meant starting from zero. But research from institutions like the University of Oslo has proven otherwise. In studies where participants trained for several months, stopped completely, and then trained again, the comeback was astonishing. They regained size and strength twice, sometimes even 3 times, faster than beginners. Their muscles had literally remembered how to grow. Think about that. Your body doesn't punish you for taking a break. It rewards you for ever having started. When you take time off, yes, your body changes. Your strength drops, your endurance declines, and your nervous system loses some sharpness. But what doesn't disappear are the adaptations you've already earned. Your coordination, your neural pathways, your cellular structure, they remain like hidden code written into your body. Imagine this. A programmer spends years building a complex piece of software, then one day, he stops updating it. Months later, when he returns, he doesn't rebuild it from scratch. He just updates the system and runs it again. That's what your body does. It reboots faster because it still has the old code. How long does it take to see that comeback? For short breaks, just 2 or 3 weeks, you'll regain full strength in about 1 week of consistent training. Even after 2 or 3 months off, your body can rebuild most of its lost muscle within 4 to 6 weeks. For those who've trained for years, it's even faster. Sometimes half that time. Why? Because of cellular intelligence. Your muscles have already adapted to stress once. They know the process. They know how to handle protein synthesis, how to store glycogen efficiently, how to fire motor units together. It's not just experience, it's biology. Now here's the part most people get wrong. They come back after a break and train like maniacs. They try to lift exactly what they used to lift. They push too hard, too soon, and get sore, demotivated, or even injured. That's the fastest way to slow your comeback. Your goal isn't to prove how strong you still are. It's to remind your body how to move. Think of the first 2 weeks as recalibration training. You're not rebuilding, you're reteaching. Start with around 60 to 70% of your old weights. Focus on movement quality, tension, breathing. After all, your brain-to-muscle connection, called the neuromuscular pathway, also benefits from gentle reactivation. Don't panic if the weights feel heavy at first. Your nervous system simply needs to wake up. Once it does, strength returns shockingly fast, often within days. That's not new muscle growth. That's the nervous system remembering how to coordinate efficiently. Combine that with proper nutrition and rest, and you'll unlock the full advantage of muscle memory. That means protein, not just quantity, but consistency. Aim for around 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. Sleep at least 7 to 9 hours each night. Most of your muscle recovery and hormone regulation happens while you're asleep, not in the gym. And hydration. Don't overlook it. Muscle tissue is more than 70% water. Even mild dehydration can cut strength output by up to 10%. If you're training to bounce back fast, stay hydrated from the first day. Now let's talk psychology. When people return after a break, they often compare themselves to their old version. The person lifting more, looking bigger, feeling unstoppable. That comparison kills motivation. Instead, remind yourself, that older version still exists inside you. You're not chasing him. You're reactivating him. The mirror might take a few weeks to show it, but every workout is reigniting dormant muscle fibers. Every rep is sending the message, we're back. And here's the twist most people don't realize. Muscle memory doesn't just live in the muscles. It also exists in your brain. Motor patterns, coordination, timing, all stored in your motor cortex. That's why even complex lifts like squats or deadlifts come back naturally after time off. Your brain's blueprint for movement doesn't fade. So when you walk back into the gym after a long break, you're not rebuilding, you're reawakening. It's like flipping the switch on a dormant engine. It coughs, sputters, then roars back to life. And once it's running, it's stronger than ever, because you already know the road ahead. Muscle memory is one of the greatest gifts of human physiology. It shows that hard work never really disappears. It's stored inside you, physically, neurologically, even emotionally. Every drop of sweat, every extra rep, every sore morning was an investment your body never forgot. So when you doubt yourself, when you think you've lost it all, remember this. You've already done the hardest part once, and because of that, the next time will always be easier. Train smart, recover well, eat right, sleep deeply. Your body will take care of the rest. Your muscles remember who you are, and they're just waiting for you to remind them. You haven't lost your gains. You've only been resting. Now it's time to wake them up. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and ring the bell.